Hello!
A do Alfiego Allena dołączy Hafþór Björnsson. Wielkie brawa, proszę Państwa.
One more time. No i oczywiście Dawid Muszyński, portal na ekranie.pl.
You took my spot.
Oh, did I? Sorry.
Come on. Alright, zróbmy hałas dla naszych gości jeszcze raz. Over there, you'll be having our questions. But before that, how do you like Warsaw? How do you like our Comic Con?
I love Warsaw. I've never been to Poland, and I walked around the old town last night, and it's truly beautiful. So thank you for having me.
And I remember that you supposed to be here to promote the first or second season, but you had some movie going up.
Yeah, I did. No, I can't really remember. Yeah, maybe that was the case. It was probably maybe John Wick. Maybe it was John Wick.
I was waiting for you on the airport, you know that. All right, guys. Tell me, the main scene that everybody's remembering is you being tortured. How do you prepare to something like that?
I mean, I think there's other scenes that people remember as well, David. But yeah, there's how do you prepare for that? I don't know. It's pain is definitely a tough thing to gauge. You can't really sort of research how much it hurts for a nail to be driven through your foot. So yeah, it was definitely a tough one to be able to sort of perform and concentrate on the content of what was going on in those scenes. But Stockholm Syndrome was definitely something I looked into quite a bit, because there was definitely an aspect of that going on with Ramsey and Theon, without a doubt. And so yeah, it was tough to research, but at the same time, to be able to sort of find empathy for that character, a character that is constantly less than the whole time, was definitely more of a challenge than actually looking at the pain of it.
Yeah, because when I was looking on that, I didn't like your character in the first season.
Yeah.
You're an asshole, to be strict. But after the...
Thanks, David.
Yeah, after second and first season, I was like, oh, come on, give him a break.
Yeah.
How many bad things can happen to one character?
Yeah.
Or maybe you could manage with this guy, he can crush your skull, you know. Everything is...
Maybe.
Everything can be happening. All right, and tell me, guys, I know that some of the actors from the Game of Thrones are taking some of the relics and some souvenirs from the set. Did you guys take anything home?
No, I haven't actually, but I would love to take something, especially the sword or something. Be nice on my wall, you know, big sword.
I steal socks. I steal socks. I don't know why. I like stealing the socks.
All right, you're better than Liam Cunningham. He said he's taking the coins.
He takes the coins?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I like the socks.
All right, let's start with the questions, guys, because you're not here to hear me asking one.
Yeah.
So, first one.
Hello.
Hello.
I have two questions for
Please
Alfie.
stack with one, because there is a lot of line.
One.
Yes.
What is your favorite seasons?
My favorite season is probably season 3. I think that's when, you know, really the ball started to get rolling with Game of Thrones, and in terms of content, I think that's when, you know, obviously you have Ned Stark's, sorry to anyone who hasn't seen the first season. But,
I don't think there are many of them,
I think you're right, I think you're right. You have Ned Stark's death, which is a big thing, but then obviously the Red Wedding is a huge thing. And David and Dan, who are the creators of the show, have made it quite clear that that was a big reason of them wanting to take on the show in the first place, was the Red Wedding. And also, you know, I got to perform my torture scenes.
And for you?
My favorite season would probably be season 4, because I had a great scene there with Peter Pascal. And yeah, I would have to say season 4.
Right. Thank you very much. Next one.
Okay. Hi. What is the most pretty woman from Game of Thrones, in your opinion?
What's the most pretty woman from the Game of Thrones?
The most pretty woman from the Game of Thrones? I mean, I would like to say I am non-gender specific, so I'm gonna say Theon.
That's a good answer. That's a tricky question. I don't want to pick in between. They're all pretty, you know. It's a hard one.
You can say Theon.
Yeah, I'll guess I have to. No, it's what's in your opinion? What's the prettiest one?
Emilia Clarke.
Hey. All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Next person.
Hi. I know it's summer now, but can you say winter is coming in Polish? It's zima nadchodzi. Zima nadchodzi.
Zima nadchodzi.
Zima nadchodzi.
We got it. Thank you very much.
Is that what I just said? I didn't say something else. Okay, good. Okay, good.
Hello.
Hello.
Yesterday on Q&A, I said something, and I would like to kind of repeat it again. I just want to say thank you. Thank you for doing what you do best. Thanks for putting up with us fanboys, because I know that we can be tough and in most cases weird. Thank you for being patient, because if I had to sit 2 hours signing papers, I'll be bloody kill somebody. And you're human just like us. We so often forget. Thank you for participating in this event so we can enjoy your company, because it means a lot. And I like to believe that I'm tough lad, and I don't remember when was the last time I cried, but today, after hugging my hero, Mr. Allen, I cried like a little girl I am. And that's how much you mean to us. Thank you again. I don't know if I can say the F words on Comic Con, but
only real men cry, bro.
I will be fucking destroyed after this all finishes. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
I remember this guy, Turkos. He has a photo with you when you crush his head like this.
Hello, Alfie.
Hello.
Can you tell us something about your relations with Ivan Ryan?
Yeah. What do you want to know?
You are friends in real life?
We are friends, yeah. I mean, in terms of what our dynamic was, in terms of our relationship while we were shooting, it was, you know, we were constantly in this one space the whole time. So throughout this whole season, we were just in this one studio space. So obviously the content of what was going on was you know, it was intense, but really it was just going back into that same room again and again and again. And it was a really kind of an unspoken thing between us that we would help each other out, because it was hard for him to do as much as it was hard for me. I mean, I shouldn't really speak for him, but you know, to sort of be the torturer is hard, you know, it's going to be tough. Although we tried, we were professional about it, but it was unspoken. We didn't really say, hey man, I'm going to help you through this, you know, it was more just, we understood. But we're friends, we're definitely friends. He supports Man United, I support Arsenal, that's about it.
Okay, thank you. And tell me, how many of the shots that you guys had in this small space when he is torturing you had to be repeated and repeated to have this quality of, you know, anger and scare?
One take wonder, me. One take wonder. No, I mean, it was depending on what the director wants, you know. I don't know how many takes we did, but depending on what the director would want, we'd go for it again.
All right, because you can feel the energy and you can feel the pain of your character. So I was wondering, how long do you have to repeat it and repeat it to have this quality that we can see on the screen?
Well, HBO are pretty professional at getting what they need in the space of, in the window of time that they're given. But you know, you think about it, HBO shoot 10 hours of cinematic footage in 2 months, 3 months. It takes some movies 6 months to a year to shoot an hour and a half of footage sometimes. So the rate at which they go, the pace at which they go is suited perfectly to what they need.
You were shooting in Ireland or in Croatia?
I was shooting in Belfast, yeah.
In Belfast. He was in Croatia. He was in the sunny spots.
he was
in the warm
we both get to come to Poland.
Next question, please.
Hello. When I was rewatching the early seasons of Game of Thrones, I couldn't help but notice many similarities between Theon Greyjoy and another character you play, Yosef Taranov in John Wick.
There's definitely some similarities.
Yes, so I wanted to ask you how much playing Theon influenced your take on Yosef in John Wick? How much it helped you prepare?
None, not really any, because Theon's in a world which is a fantasy world full of dragons, and Yosef's in New York. So there's definitely some differences there, but you're right, in terms of sort of him being a part of a mafioso family who's trying to sort of live up to the image of his father. There's some similarities there with Theon, although Theon didn't really have any image to live up to his father. He just had an image that he created in his head, whereas Yosef just had that image there the whole time. So I guess Yosef's sort of upbringing maybe would have been a bit more difficult.
Thank you.
I love the scene from John Wick when there's like, you steal his car and then you kill his dog. How stupid are you?
All right, next one.
Okay, so Alfie, as an actor, which side of Theon did you enjoy playing more? The beginning where you were like the bratty asshole who just had more dialogue, or later when you were the victim where you were suffering but your role was more mute? Which was the bigger challenge for you? Which part did you enjoy more?
Definitely Reek, without a doubt. Reek was more interesting to play in. You know, in the moment it was tough, but when I looked back on it, it was there were times when I really wish I would have had more empathy to play that character with, you know, because it's something that's so distant from me as a person to try and sort of delve into that. It was interesting, but I think you know, I'm always going to tear myself up about whatever I do in the past, but I think it was definitely more interesting playing Reek.
Okay, thank you very much.
And when you receive this role, you know what will happen to the character? You read the books, or you just... I
read the first 2.5. I knew about the... I didn't know about the name Reek, but I knew about the aspect of the torture. So I didn't know about the Reek name. But because when I read the books, I stopped at the halfway through the third one. Right. Because I didn't want to preempt decisions that I made for the character years before that scene even came up, you know? So that's why I didn't want to read on.
Yeah, but you know what will happen to it, so that's answer my question, actually.
Yeah, I did answer your question.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. All right, next one.
Hi, Alfie. Which woman from Game of Thrones do you love the most? Like Alfie and...
We had this question already. I'm sorry.
Come on, think of another one. Think of another one.
Yeah. There is a lot of women in Westeros now in rule, so as Queen Daenerys, Queen Cersei, Theon is supporting his sister's claim. And do you think that's good for this world or not really?
I think it's very good for the world. I also think it would be good for the world if Theon had a claim, because he wouldn't be able to make an heir to the throne. And so some self-entitled idiot who just had the right to the throne wouldn't be sitting there, as we have seen in the world of Game of Thrones has happened already, and I would be able to place somebody who I would think is worthy of that position and will make the right decisions in power, i.e. my sister.
All right. Show me a war face. A war face.
This is my war face.
Scary one.
Resting bitch face.
That's all. All right.
Hi, I want to ask both of you for something. My dream is to become an actress. Do you have some advice for me and those who have the same dream? Like, except following your dreams.
Yeah, I would say get involved with theatre. Get involved with any sort of dramatic groups that you can get involved with, just so you can get stuff on your resume, your CV, because inevitably to get an agent, I mean, really just do it for yourself. I'm talking about to get an agent and stuff, and you're doing it for somebody else, but the way you're going to get people interested is by showing that you love it, you know? And that's the number one thing, is people just want to see that you want to do it. and you want to do it for the right reasons, and that's doing it for yourself, because when yourself shines through in something you do, that's when people fall in love with it.
And your?
Yeah, I agree with Alfie. You know, just follow your heart, follow your goals and your dreams. And just keep on working, and I'll see what you want.
Okay, thanks a lot. Bye.
All right, thank you.
Hi, both of you. I have a question to Alfie. I heard rumors that your sister Lily refused to play Yara Greyjoy. Would you prefer her in this role?
Say that again.
Would you prefer to you really sister Lily play the Yara?
To be honest with you, you'd have to ask Lily. But I think Gemma Whelan does an absolutely fantastic job. And so I can't really imagine anyone else playing it other than Gemma.
But actually, do you like to work with your family on one stage with them? It's something you would like to do?
Something that I didn't come here to talk about, so next question. Thank you.
Hello, I've got a question to Mr. Björnsson. Please tell us something about breaking of 1,000-year-old Viking strength record. How did you feel after that? Because for me it's something incredible. So could you tell us something, how did you feel after this? How was your body after this? Because for me it's really incredible experience.
Yeah, sure. The saga says the 1,000-old record I broke in Norway in 2014. Orm Sturluson had that record, and he took 5 steps with it, and his back broke after that. In 2014, I took 7 steps with the log on my shoulders, and I could feel actually in each step when I was walking, I could feel my spines and everything in my back. It was very painful, but with all the years and the training, the discipline, over the years, my back held up fine, and I'm still here. I'm fine. So. And
do you want to do this again?
Again? I'll do it if someone else breaks it.
Okay. Thank you.
Maybe with the record. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, thank you. Big fan of the show. I have one question for Mr. Allen. How would you like your character to develop in the future? Like, would you like to become a maester of Winterfell, or maybe a king of whole Westeros?
I'd like him to get his willy back.
That's a great answer.
I don't think it's possible.
Anything in the world of Game of Thrones. What would I say? Where would I like him to go in the future? I would just hope that he would be not too hard on himself the whole time. And that would be the only thing I would wish for Theon, is just to chill the fuck out. Sorry. Sorry, my language.
All right.
Okay. Hi, Alfie.
Hello.
When I start watching Game of Thrones, I fall in love in this show, and I fall in love in Greyjoys, and I fall in love with you in Theon Greyjoy. And I know I'm a house stuck, and I must hate you for Winterfell, but I'm not. And I have a question for you. You can say with me one line of the House Greyjoy. What is dead may never die.
Oh. What is dead may never die.
Thank you a lot.
Hello, I'm a great fan of the show. Congratulations to both of you guys. My question will be to Thor. First of all, I would like to congratulate you as well for the path that you take, because I know you've played basketball, and then you've really put a lot of work to becoming the man you are at the moment. And the world met you in the great fight scene from the Game of Thrones, but I also saw that you fought Conor McGregor. Well, fought as to say. So I wanted to ask you if you considered joining some MMA, for example, becoming a professional fighter.
No, I don't think so. I'm too old for that.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Both, who's your favorite character in the show, and why? To both, yes.
Starter.
My favorite character, that's a good one. I don't really have one. I'll say Chelsea, my queen.
I'm going to say the mountain. Come on. Yes!
All right.
Now, one question for Thor. What is like to be so powerful, so strong, and aren't you afraid that you will harm somebody by mistake, just walking the street?
Maybe he has.
You know what? I just try to be careful, when I'm, shaking hands with people. I don't squeeze, and I'll try to be gentle, giant, Obviously, I know that I have a lot of strength, so I have to be, I have to make sure when I say hello to people, I don't hit them too hard, and so I have to be careful all the time, but that's fine, It's also, I'm weighing around 200 kilograms, so for example, when I'm sitting down and when I'm sitting in a car or something, I have to sit slowly because otherwise I can just break the seat. It actually happened to me once, and breaking chairs, that happens to me many times because, the power when I go down and, with the size weighing 200 kilograms. So yeah, I guess I have to be very careful.
And how it was to squeeze Oberon's head and knowing that fans are loving them, and wasn't you afraid that they're gonna hate you?
No, I didn't really think about that, if I would get any hate at the moment, It was just a scene for me, It was a big moment in my life at that point, Big scene for me, my first big scene in a show, so it was a big moment for me. I didn't really think about it, but yeah, afterwards I got a lot of, emails, haters sending me, I hate you for killing my favorite characters and so on and so on, but it's all fine.
All right, thank you very much.
What do you think about the House Targaryen in the series? This is the question for both of you.
What do I think about what?
House Targaryens.
House Targaryen?
Yes.
What do I think of it?
Yes.
Badass.
That's the right question. That's the right answer. And yes.
Weak.
Weak.
So thank you.
Whoa. I think the first MMA fight will be over here, I think. And I'm in the middle. Next question, please.
Hi. I have a question for Thor. I saw an advertisement of your vodka, and it's really great. And my question is, what inspired you for this idea to sell your own vodka?
Well, just take every opportunities that comes along and, do something great, do something new, I love to be busy, I love to, do different things, and, I got the opportunity to make my own vodka, so I just did it.
My question is, why didn't we receive any of bottles of this vodka?
Yeah.
What the heck?
I want some, please.
I'll bring you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, Thor, can I have a hug from you, like really quick? On the
No.
stage? Just a handshake, maybe?
No.
You want a handshake?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Come on, man.
But that was the last one. Next question, please.
Alfie, did you read Song of Ice and Fire from George R.R. Martin?
Again?
What?
Alfie, did you read the books?
I read the first 2.5, yeah.
All right. I think we had the answer already for that. But it's actually it's common for you, for the actors from the Game of Thrones, that you don't want to spoil the history.
Yeah. It was left up to us to whether we should read it or not, and I read the first 2.5.
And the beauty thing of this is that R.R. Martin actually told the creators how the whole thing should finish. So the finish that we will receive in the TV series, first than in the books, it will be the real one.
I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. You've got to ask the people that matter.
All right. Next question, please.
So describe season 7 in 3 words.
What?
Excuse me?
Describe season 7 in 3 words.
Describe the 7th season in 3 words.
Dragons, swords, and Thor.
Describe.
Blood, power, and violence.
All right.
Hi, I have a question for Alfie. You know the scene when you're touching with your sister Yara on the horse. Wasn't that awkward to shoot, or was it like kind of okay?
I don't know. Those situations are usually always a little bit awkward. No, it was fun. It was great because she's obviously not my sister, and we're acting, so it was fine. The funny thing about that scene was the horse kept on farting, and so we'd get to a certain gradient of the hill, and we knew exactly when the horse was going to fart because it got to like a certain point. So we were like, it's getting to the steep part, and then the horse would fart while we're trying to like really sort of get into it. So when you know the fart is coming, if it just comes spontaneously, then it's like, haha, whatever. But when you know exactly when the fart's going to happen, it's a little bit awkward.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thor, can you touch your elbows?
Can I?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Can you show me?
Should I try?
Yeah.
Pogiem spróbować? Oh.
Thank you.
God damn it.
Hey Alfie, how you doing?
Can you?
Hi Alfie, I was here with a girl yesterday, and she came to Comic Con to see you basically. But she had a health problem today, so she couldn't make it. So she sent me a message to you to pass it to you. She basically said, I love you 3 times, but can you give her a message or something so that I can just tape it and send it to her maybe, you know? Her name is Emilia.
What's her name?
Emilia, like hilarious.
Oh, like Amelia. Oh, right. Hi, Amelia. Lucky you didn't come yesterday because I wasn't here. But, lovely to make your acquaintance.
All right, thanks.
All right, thank you.
Actually, one more question to both. Who is the biggest goofball on the set? Who is the one who always ruins the shots and just, makes you get out of character?
I don't know. Who is, to be honest with you, I haven't really had, we don't really, all of us work together collectively. So, if we did, it would be me.
100% this guy.
I heard also that Liam Cunningham is a person that makes everybody laugh on the set.
Liam Cunningham is very, very funny. It's very true.
All right. Next question, please.
Hello. First, thank you very much. Second, the question is for both of you. Who should be on the throne?
Who should win the Game of Thrones? Who should sit on the Iron Throne?
That's pretty obvious if you ask me.
You sit on it yesterday.
I would say Bran. It's got to be Bran for me. It has to be Bran.
Why?
Because he's been so detached from the world that he hasn't witnessed any of the corruption that affects everybody, and he just seems so pure, you know. And you know, I just think it would suit him fine. I have my own reasons for it, but I'm not going to say.
That's a nice answer. And you both told that you didn't read the book, so I will ask you, which death of the character in the whole 6th season right now was most shocking to you guys?
It wasn't really a character, but when they, obviously, it's been written in religious text before, but when they killed the firstborn, every baby in King's Landing, I even though it happened off camera, that shocked me a little bit. And then also Tommen dying, in terms of it being unexpected, when Tommen jumped out, oh God, there's going to be people who haven't seen it. But yeah, that was also another death that shocked me.
Is there any shocking Game of Thrones? I don't think so. You never know. Everyone dies, I guess.
Yeah, but was there any character that you said, damn, I didn't suspect that?
No, not really.
There's one person in whole world probably who is not shocked but dying somebody on the set. All right.
Which scene was the hardest to play for both of you?
For me, the toughest was probably, there was a scene where we were all, it was Roose, Bolton, Ramsay, Sansa, and we were all in the room around the dinner table, and there was just so many different motivations going on in that room at that time. You had Ramsay's, you had Sansa's, you had Roose Bolton's, and also you had mine of just trying to listen into what was going on. So just the amount of energy that was coming out of each character and what they were trying to portray, including my own, because I was just sort of sitting in the corner shivering, that was probably the toughest for me, just because of just being on the ball and paying attention to what was going on in the scene.
And for you?
There was a scene, if I remember right, in season 6, where I go with Lena in I meet Septa, and I had the whole armor on. It was a shot where I had to have makeup all day for I believe 8 hours. And I had to stay with a lot of makeup, with a fake teeth, with a, you know, I couldn't eat the whole day. I couldn't, you know, almost breathe. So it was very difficult just mentally for me that day. Yeah, I think it was season 5 when I raped Septa.
All right.
It was difficult just very mentally.
Okay, thank you. Do you have any? Yep.
I have a question to Alfie. So tell me, you already said that you prefer more playing Krieg than this badass Theon from first season. But don't you miss all these ladies with which you have played these nice scenes, you know, like...
Yeah, but those ladies aren't real, bro. That's all I'm going to say.
But you actually forget that for most people here, those things really happen. Don't take it from them.
It's very true. It's very true. Sorry. Yeah, you know what? I do enjoy the ladies.
You have to remember, your dragon is parked on the.
I know.
Side.
Sorry, yeah, you're right. You're so right. You're right. My sword. Sorry.
Should the Iron Island stay independent, ruling by Yara, or should be be a part of Big Kingdom again?
Pardonnez-moi.
Again, please.
In the future, in Westeros, you think that Iron Island should stand independent, ruling by Iron Man, Ironborn, or should it be again part of the Seven Kingdoms like it was at the beginning of the show?
Oh, it's a good question. I would say Ironborn would probably want to keep it independent and just rule their own lands. But in terms of, diplomacy, yeah, I would say they should be part of the Seven Kingdoms again.
Okay.
It's kind of a Brexit-themed question, that, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay, Ali, Thor, this is a question to both of you. As with any show, there are a lot of outtakes because something funny happened, unexpected, or you just made a mistake. What was the most embarrassing thing you did that was took out as a blooper?
I have no idea. I really don't know. There's too many. I don't know. I really don't know. I can't remember. I'm so... I don't know, dude. I really can't remember. Sorry.
So I see you're embarrassed now.
Oh. Mr. Psychologist over there.
For you?
I don't know. It's...
All right, we'll go for another question. Sorry, mate.
Good question, bro.
You're bad.
I'm sorry.
Thor, do you want that Sir Gregor met Sandor Clegane again and they fight each other?
Do I want what?
Do you want that Sir Gregor Clegane met his brother Sandor Clegane and they fight in the future show?
Yeah, why not?
Who do you think will win?
Obviously me, I'm already dead.
Okay. It's not really a question, but I really like your shirt, Alfie. And
Say it again.
I really like your shirt. It's a cool shirt.
Oh, thank you.
And
what? Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much.
And I really like both of your performances in the show, and I wanted to ask if I can hug you, maybe.
We didn't understand a word.
Oh, no.
I think.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Okay, but thank you, and
Thank
you're
you.
really
Thank
cool.
Thank you.
Okay. And
Hello, I'm Achu, and she's shy, so I will do this in her place. My friend is shy, but she really wanted to ask you for a hug. So.
No.
Okay.
I'm sorry for that. For real?
Yeah. See you later, ladies.
I will be in trouble because of you. You know that, right? Ow.
But I do have my own question, though. Ouch, that hurts. But anyway, I wanted to ask the mountain because my friends recently visited Iceland, and everybody says that it's quite easy to meet you in Reykjavik in somewhere. Is it true? If I visit, is it really possible that I walk into
a
a
little
cafe?
bit slower and again, please.
Okay.
The question.
Yeah, the question is like, is it really that easy to meet you when somebody goes to Iceland, like in Reykjavik?
I still can't understand you. Sorry, darling.
It's not for you, Alfie. Sorry. It's not a
Oh, it's
question
not for
for
me.
you. No.
Sorry.
No. Unless you live in Reykjavik, then maybe yeah. But
sorry,
you
what?
know.
No.
Nice place. Hi. Should I,
I cannot
the third time? Yeah, I was speaking about Iceland. Maybe, you know, there is one other person that is called Björnsson. That's why I'm asking.
Okej, możesz po polsku, bo mówię, naprawdę my mamy tutaj, głośnik jest z drugą stroną, więc słabo tutaj słyszymy.
Okej. To może inaczej, bo pytałam a propos, czy to prawda, że tak bardzo łatwo spotkać górę w Reykjaviku?
Is it really so easy to meet you in Reykjavik, to see you on the streets?
Is it easy? It depends. If I'm at home laying in my sofa watching TV or if I'm on the streets.
I've heard it's a very, very small city. That's why I'm asking, because one of my friends said that she was closer there than she is here, but she's on the convention. That's why.
Well,
and I also wanted a hug. That's why I'm asking.
It's definitely easier to meet me in Iceland than elsewhere. I can promise you that.
What?
It's definitely easier and more chance you meet me if I'm in Iceland than elsewhere. It's Iceland is not so big.
Maybe I should move there. But anyway, can I get a hug as well?
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. We have clean water. You know, the air is nice. You know, move. Come over. It's beautiful.
Okay, but can I get a hug as well?
No, come on, guys.
Yes. I can't say no. He already did it. I'm going to look as a bad guy. Come on, man. You all I want.
Okay. I'm only jealous because nobody wants to hug me. You know, this is... Do we have any other questions? No? Huh? Hey man, if you're going for a hug, I will kill you right now.
Please say winter is coming.
Winter is coming.
And now you.
Winter is coming.
And tell me, guys, when you were auditioning for the Game of Thrones, you were from the first season. Yeah. You suspect that it will be not such a big success, but a global phenomenon that wherever you go, people are going crazy and thinking about you as a character, not as an actor?
Well, it didn't really start happening until like season 3, and that's when the ball really started to get rolling for Game of Thrones in terms of sort of worldwide phenomenon and it trending on social media and such. But for me, I don't really find that stuff a bad thing. You know, as an actor, it's nice to sort of be seen as an actor. But at the same time, at the same time, no, I didn't realize it was going to be a global phenomenon as it was. You know, I thought because I was watching The Wire at the time, which is an HBO show, I couldn't be in bed with better people as HBO. So I was just excited to be working with them. And then when it sort of when I realized how much of a sort of global phenomenon it already was with the books, you know, I knew it was going to get that tag in America and that attention from it being HBO. But in terms of it being huge, it's not something that I foresaw, no.
Yeah, you go to China, you go to Japan, you go to India, everybody knows you right now.
I haven't actually been to any of those places, so. But yes, it's crazy.
And for you? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I know you didn't.
What was the question? Sorry.
Yeah, I know you didn't pay attention. You go doing with your phone.
Just recording, you know. I'm so hot, you know. I'm sweating. You know. I need food, man. What's going on here?
Now, I'm asking on your input that when you received the proposition of Game of Thrones, it was already big. But did you know that it will be a global phenomenon? That you felt that when you were starting? Because
I knew it was big. You know, I came in season 4. I was a big fan of the show before I was in it. But I didn't know how much it would affect my life. You know, I didn't really understand how big the opportunity was when I took it. It was a lot bigger than I thought, and you know, it definitely changed my life to the better.
And you're here. Look, there are more questions.
Yeah, always. Hello, Thor, I have a question for you. You know, the mountain is kind of undead right now, and he acting in a full body armor. Is it always you under the armor in all the scenes? Is it always you?
Yes, always
Wow,
me.
you're brave.
Maybe you can, do some scenes for me.
Okay, I see.
I would love to just, lay on my couch or something, do nothing. Okay. It's quite warm there.
Okay, and another question for you, if I could. Have you ever met Mariusz Pudzianowski? He's one of the strongest guy in the world. He's from Poland. Have you ever heard about him?
Mariusz Pudzianowski?
Yeah.
5-time world strongest man?
Yeah.
Polska power!
Yeah, thank you! Thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
Hi again. Alfie, what is your reaction when you see in script the rhymes they cute your,
I think they were just jealous.
Okay, thank you.
Last question, please.
Last question, guys.
I have a question for both. Can you sing an opening of Game of Thrones, please?
Excuse me?
Can you sing an opening?
No, please, no. Change the question, please.
Oh, please,
No.
No.
Okay, thank you. So give it the last question, yeah. Give it the last question.
It's me again. I have a question to Alfie again because I have a sign from Thor, but not from you. So could you sign my book, please? Maybe.
Go on then.
Really? You wasted the whole last question for that?
Okay.
Sorry, guys,
the really
for
last
that.
one. The really last one.
Okay, the really last one.
You
But
can
wait
kill me, but
for
can
him
I
to
have
come
a
back.
big hug from you?
What?
You can kill me, but it's my biggest
no.
dream.
Please, guys, does anybody have actually a question? No? Then we finish.
My biggest dream.
No,
really,
then we finish up. Thank you very much. All right, guys, thank you.
Okay, big applause for our big stars.
Thank you. Alfie Allen, the Thor. Thank you very much, guys.